Welcome back to Conscious Evolution. I'm your host, AJ. Thanks for joining me here this evening, or today, tomorrow, whenever I may be able to post this video. So I just finished doing an experiment, if you will. And how many have I done now? Africa. Rebecca and Ray of Light, and now one of Africa's friends out in California. So what I just attempted to do, and I'm still kind of pulling the frequencies through right now, but I was curious to see how it would work, since Case at Everyday Masters just did like a mass healing session with probably hundreds of people. I felt it was right to try. And so Africa reached out to me and said she had a friend that feels the frequencies, and so I talked to this person and we set it up to do this today. They're in the same spot, so I was just felt right to say, why don't I do the session with both of you at the same time? Because Case just did it with probably hundreds of people, so why not? So I just pulled the frequencies through for about 25 minutes before I started, interrupting, losing the connection, but I'm still doing it. I don't know if they're still, I still feel connected. I know it's still sending them. But I'm very curious to learn what they experience, because they're like in the same room, or this person obviously lives out in California, and they have a little place, I guess like a studio kind of deal, and that's they got their yoga mats out and they're laying down, like that's freaking awesome. So it was an experiment for me, and another free energy session for the fourth person. Now if it didn't work for whatever reason, I'll do it again with that individual individually, but I have full faith that they both had an experience. It just felt right. BoneZee contacted me the other day asking if I'd do a session, or he had some people that might want a session, but I don't know, I haven't really heard back whether it's a yay or nay or what's going on there, so we'll see. I've been talking to BoneZee a lot, man. He's a cool dude. I like him. It's cool peoples, man. I feel like these are our soul tribes. Like Rebecca Official said it very well, and she's been commenting a lot on all my videos, and I thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I really do. And I know I'm sitting here in the dark talking. What are you gonna do? I'll put a link to Rebecca's latest vlog series, her first vlog, which included our distance session, and she's in the UK. Matter of fact, my second and third free appointments were in the UK, and they were in the same time zone, so they got to be relatively close, and they could be hours and hours apart, but in that same hemisphere, in that same time zone, which is pretty cool. And she filmed the session. Well, during the session, or right before the session, she was, doing her video. She didn't record the session, but leading up to it, You know, she was talking about, you know, she was getting a phone call and it was probably her dad, and sorry, I'll call you back. And around that time, this little orb of light, a little light orb, just came in, like through this side of her, just went bloop, and then came out the other side. Came in on her right, like arm midsection area, and then went out on the other side of her body. A couple seconds later, a second or two later, whatever it was. And I left the comment, I was like, it was like checking to see what you needed, like it was priming you or something. I don't even remember what I wrote. I was so excited when I saw it. And then her reaction afterward was priceless. It's so raw and real. It's, oh man. I mean, I got like teared up when I watched that. Like, that was the confirmation for me that I had that kind of effect on her life at that time, thousands of miles away. She's in a different country. You know, Africa is one thing, my subscriber, Africa, that I did the session with, the first distance healing session, or first distance energy session. You know, she's in California, that's across the country. That's a long, long trip, you know. It doesn't matter where you are. We can connect in the field, and the universe knows what you need. And I have full faith that you will receive whatever's right for you at that time. And man, I'm really trying to stop saying and Rebecca had a great experience. You know, she has fibromyalgia, and she didn't have any pain for the rest of that day. Now I came back later on, and it was, but I also feel like all the pain we have is whatever baggage we're holding on to, whatever life experiences we haven't transmuted into a positive energy that's still holding on to parts of our body. And there's certain energies and feelings that are associated with pain and pains in different parts of the body. It's kind of amazing. I've been looking into that because I have a very serious neck pain that just doesn't go away. But when I do these sessions, it's good for a time, you know? But I know there's still some feelings or some false beliefs that I need to transmute to get rid of, to turn into a positive, or to learn the lesson that I was intended to learn from before I can get rid of that. So I'm really working on that. I don't know what, I mean, I still got a decent amount of stress in my life, and I'm working on ridding that stress as soon as possible. That was weird. Whatever I just said, like, threw me into a memory of a dream I just had. That was crazy. It's so foggy of memory, but I can't even. Wow, I don't ever remember my dreams, ever. Except very random and very small pieces of them. I'm working on it. I'm really working on it. I believe we travel in the astral realm in our sleep. We do it unconsciously, unless we're retrain ourselves. I mean, some people do it consciously, like BoneZee's. I think it's his cousin or something. She has a YouTube channel called Lucid Dreamz, and she's very consciously aware of traveling. You know, whether it's a lucid dream or an astral travel, whatever experience you have is, you know, whatever. However, I don't know. I've never done any of them. My dreams are like not there, and if they are so vivid. When I remember a certain piece of it, it's so vivid. It's crazy. Like, I feel like a lot of these people that I've been in contact with, like Africa, BoneZee, the Lucid Dreamz girl, I can't remember her name right now, and did I say Rebecca? Yeah, Rebecca. I feel like we're all connected. Like that's how she says it, part of the soul tribe. I feel like we're all connected, and we're all being brought together at this particular time to support one another, to encourage one another, to raise each other's vibrations, to encourage us to continue on when times get rough, and to learn from each other. I truly believe that. Because I just started this, a month and a half ago. And I mean, look at the progress. Look at where it's at. It's like I just get random ideas out of nowhere. Like I'm not even thinking about it. It's just like my higher self is like, boom. You should offer free energy sessions, distance sessions, and do that. So I tried that with somebody that I knew, and it worked. So I immediately just offered that. Actually, it was like I was curious to see if I could do it, so I tented it with someone that I know, that I was comfortable with. That, you know, we talk about our energy works a lot. This person does Reiki, and you know, I do this thing, this new energy or whatever it is, you know. And I tested it out on that person, and they had a crazy experience. And then it was like the higher self just, you know, we became one. I think that's how it goes. If you watch Lorie Ladd, her YouTube channel is profound, and her material, what she says resonates with me on such a deep level. Like I can't even explain it. And you know, some other people I've talked to about it too that are with this, they really, I mean, it's deep, man. It's deep. This world that I'm experiencing now, that is what I believe is our true self, our natural state as a light being or a star seed or from the angelic realm, whatever it may be. It's a light being. You're a light being. You're a light being animating this meat suit, this meat sack, this avatar. Undoubtedly. I have no doubt about that. And Lorie Ladd is just, she's on point. And she's up there in Mount Shasta. I'm really gonna work on getting out there. So I want to go, I really want to get out to California for this reconnection training, I guess you could say, seminar weekend. It's so expensive. I mean, it's like, I think I can get it for like $777 right now. That's for the weekend. I mean, that's a rent payment, you know? That is so expensive. That doesn't include travel expenses, airfare, or driving out there. A hotel is like $200 a night for 3 or 4 nights. You know, now I know 2 or 3 different people that are out there, and within a few hours of that place anyway. You know, I might be able to work something out, or I don't know. I haven't talked to them about it, so I don't want to speak on it yet. That's my plan. I got 2 months to do it. February, March, April. Yeah, it's April, beginning of April, so I got 2 months. But Lorie Ladd's YouTube channel, you should really check it out. That stuff resonates with me on such a deep level that I can't even begin to explain. And I just feel called to go out there. I felt called to go to this Reconnection seminar too, but now, you know, I feel like it's such and if I'm being honest, I feel like it's such a waste of my resources, because it would take everything in me to raise that amount of money, and I would fully need donations from you guys to do that. You know, I got 39 subscribers. So if you can help a brother out, please like, share, subscribe, tell people about it, talk to people about it. You know, if you know anyone else that's had the reconnection done through Case, you know. I had a comment from a guy the other day, might have been yesterday, that said he had his reconnection done from Case, and this guy's also in California, which is crazy. The amount of people I've talked to recently or heard from recently that live in California. It's a complete opposite side of the country for me. Like, why can't I meet someone in like Virginia or Maryland, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York, you know, like any of those places, Ohio, you know, like any of those states that are within driving distance for me. So what I want to do, now that I'm thinking about it, I want to plan a trip across country. I'm going to drive out to California, and depending on if it feels right, because I'm fully letting my intuition and my instinct guide me on this. If it feels right, I'm going to attempt, well, if it feels right and if I can raise the money to do it. If it feels right and I can raise the money to do it, then I'm going to go do this reconnection training, become certified. I'm still pulling the frequencies through, by the way, for them. And spend the weekend doing that. And go up to Northern California, Mount Shasta, and meet Lorie Ladd. Now, I haven't talked to Lorie Ladd about this at all, and I don't know what services she offers, but I just feel like it's something I need to do. So I need to get on that and start talking to her, find a way. You know, I'd really like someone to go with me. Maybe my brother, but you know, that's depending on when it is and the timing and how everything works out. There's a lot going on for him right now. That kind of requires him to be here. But you know, BoneZee might go with me. I don't know. I mentioned it to him today. He's been watching some of Lorie Ladd's videos too, and it's like, you know, it resonates with him on a deep level too. So what I would like to do is get out to California and spend a week or 2 or 3 or 4, whatever, however it works out. Whatever I feel called to do. But what I would like to do is meet a lot of these people. A lot of you guys. Look, I got 40 subscribers, which means at least 30, I don't know, 32 people. Oh, let's just say 30 people. 30 of you I don't know personally. I doubt I have 10 people that I actually know that are subscribed to my channel. I'm thinking it's more like 5, 4, 5, 6 maybe. Anyways, I would like to get out there. So if you're anywhere, you know, shoot me an email. Let me know where you're at. I'm going to travel. I'm going to do energy sessions with you. I'd like to meet a lot of you guys. I think we should all meet and get to know one another, and you know, this is the beginning of our journeys here, and the mission is to wake people up, to raise the vibration of this planet. We're all ascending. Maybe not all of us, but that's the goal here, right? I'm ascending. I feel like I'm ascending. If I can get some light over there. Oh, there goes my lunch, my dinner. So that's what I would like to attempt. I'd like to make a trip across country and maybe spend a month out on the road or 2, whatever. I would really enjoy that. I've never done anything quite that spectacular, and it just feels so exciting. Like, I want to do that so bad. Whether I gotta go up and down the East Coast to meet you guys, a little bit here, a little bit there, you know, like, I'm gonna do this. Whether or not I can make it in time to get to do the Reconnection, you know, if it's meant to be, it'll happen. You know, I'll put that out there to the universe. If it's meant to be, it'll happen. I really have faith in that. So I haven't heard from Africa and her friend yet, which means they should, maybe they're still feeling it. Maybe they're still having an experience. I mean, I was pulling the frequencies through till a couple minutes ago, really. That's been a minute. This thing's been rolling for 22 minutes. You know, it was by the time I had the camera set up, it had already been 30 minutes. Did it for like 25 minutes and then set that up, and then just kept pulling them through as I was adjusting and setting it up. Excuse me. Lovely. All right. So what was I saying? Right. I want to get this show on the road. I want to take a trip. I want to go, and I want to meet you guys. How many of you are in the States? I know at least 2 of you are in England or the UK. So if I figure let's just roll it out down to like maybe 20 people that I have following me that's in the US. Depending where you guys are located geographically, I could plan a trip to spend a day or 2 here, a day or 2 there, and just go, you know, and just travel. I've been wanting to travel for a long time, and this would be great, you know. I just had my car put through the shop. You know, it's old, but man, that thing will run forever, man. It's in good shape. I might have to do some axle work to it, but I mean, it's only like 300 bucks. Only 300 bucks. Like I have money. That's funny. I'm also setting up PayPal, and I'm gonna work on setting up a Patreon account, and whatever else is available, whatever else is out there. So if you guys feel led to support the work, or if you want to leave a tip or a donation for the sessions and the sessions that I'm offering, I would greatly appreciate it, because I'm working on a shoestring budget right now, and I'm working full time, but I don't make much money. Times have been rough, but I don't even care about that. What I care about is doing this work. What I care about is meeting like-minded people. What I care about is raising your vibration, raising my vibration, raising the vibration of the planet. I feel so driven for this. So I'm going to continue working. I feel like the people I do have listening to me right now are very interested in what I'm doing here, following my journey, and that's why I wanted to document it. I wanted to document my journey for me, for one, so I can go back and watch it and see where I'm at mentally at each stage, how I progress through each stage. Now, I wanted to share that because I feel like this could help so many people that are just starting to wake up, or maybe someone's just starting to feel the frequencies, and they can explore that and have, you know, they can look at my channel, they can find Everyday Masters, you know. If that's your mission, if you feel led to it, if you are supposed to do this, you will be led to do it. You know, I felt like it was like 2-3 weeks ago. I felt led to email BoneZee after I saw one of his videos. I can't explain why. I didn't know for what reason. I just knew I had to contact him And I got his email, wrote him an email. We didn't have anything to talk about, but then all of a sudden, it was revealed why we were in contact with each other. You know? Like, there was a reason, and it just revealed itself. So, if you feel led to contact somebody, contact them. You don't know why, you don't need to explain it, just say hi. If you need to get someone's contact information, ask for it, get their email address or something, you know? And just contact them. Because if you're feeling led to do anything, I guarantee you there's a reason for it. You might not understand it, but there's a reason for it. There's a purpose to doing that. So I don't question why or anything. If I feel led to, I reach out. Like Lorie Ladd, I was led to her channel. And then I was led to look into the services she offers. And I feel led to go there. Now, she does offer distance sessions and things like that, which is all good and stuff. But, I mean, if I'm already going to get out to California, man, I'm going to make the most of it. I'll go all over that mug. I'll go all over the place, man. If I drive out there, especially, I ain't driving out there for 3 days to turn around and drive back. That's a long ass drive. There's a couple things I want to do in Indiana. I'll drive a couple hours. I think that's only 8 hours away from me. 8 to 10 hours, depending where you would go, I guess. I actually know somebody in Ohio, another YouTuber. Maybe I can stop there and see them. And then, you know, if I can jump across the country, going state to state, you know, even if I got a zigzag, dude, you know, like I was telling you before, on your way to work, if you take the A to B to mundane, it's, you know, your shortest distance. But if you take something that you're interested in, like driving down the beach or the coastline where you have beautiful views, and it takes you this way and that way, and it's twice the mileage, but I guarantee it'll feel like half the time. Because time flies when you're having fun, man. I'll set up a hell of an expedition to meet all of y'all guys. If you all are in, if I can make this work, if you know people around you, if you have friends that are open-minded enough to have one of these sessions done. Now, I can do a distance session too, and I would very much appreciate if you guys could, you know, leave a tip or something. Donations. You feel led to help support this cause. I'd be very grateful for that. Because I want to quit my job and move into doing this and nothing else but this. You know, I have to find a way to earn passive income. You know, I don't need a lot of money to survive. That's all I want to do, survive and get to where I want to go, which is everywhere. I want to see things. I've been in the same stinking state for 34 years. Or the bordering state, the same two states, but within an hour and a half of each other, within 75 miles back and forth. That's the extent of my life. Versus a few vacations to like Florida, to Maine, to Mexico, and to the Caribbean. And now, since I started this channel, I didn't even realize the effect that it would have on all these other YouTubers that I'm meeting. So if I could find fellow YouTubers that are in my path to get down there, I'll come to you. We can do a show. We can post a show. We can do a distance or a in-person session, do the energy session, record it. Can show my viewers, your followers, my followers. And I'm excited about this. I want to do this like yesterday. I want to do it right now. Man, so many ideas. And thank you, Africa. Africa's given me some pretty invaluable information, some advice, some suggestions, which I am very much open to. You know, I don't know anything about running a business, starting a business. that's not really the kind of thing they teach you anymore, because you know, that means you become independent. It means you stop making money for somebody else, and you can live and prosper on your own. But that also means you got to do a whole bunch of other stuff. Now, do I want to go get real big and be rich and all that? Well, no. Would I like to have some more money? Absolutely. I think money could be the root of all evil, or it could be a tool used to help people. I'm not a person that money is going to corrupt. I've had it, I've lost it, I've had it, I've lost it, I've had it, I've had it, I've had it, I've lost it, I've lost it, I've lost it. Many times over. I've never been attached to material possessions. If I got what I need to get by, I'm all right, man. I don't need anything. I really don't have anything. Really don't. I don't even have that many clothes. And I don't care. I'm happy. I wear the same damn clothes every day. I don't care. That's not what's important to me. What's important to me is doing this work. I'm being called to do this work, and I need your support to do this. Now, if you are struggling to get by on your own, then don't give me your money. But if you have the means, the financial ability, financial means to help a brother out, and you feel led to do so, then by all means, man, I'd be forever grateful to you. Now, don't get it twisted. Because you give me some money or you support me, that does not mean I owe you anything. I'm not going to subscribe to a debt system. Now, if you pay me for a service, obviously that's different. But if you are donating to donate, then that's it. That's where it lays. That's a donation. Don't like give me 20 bucks and then call me up and expect me to bend over backwards for you. You know what I mean? Like, I know how people get when there's money involved. That's why I've been really hesitant to do this. So, no strings attached. That's why I'm like hesitant to even charge for this service. But at the same time, I want to transition out of my job and do this full time and do that, you know? So I have to charge something. Now, there's the other thing. Let me know what you guys think about this. If I go do the training, then that comes with a certain amount of annual fees that I have to pay to those people, to that organization, to call, to use their trademarked phrases of what they call these healings. Or I can just continue to call them energy sessions and do my own thing and save $2 grand in the process. You know what I mean? I could take $2 grand and reinvest it into this channel, into this business, into this brand that I'm building here. I have so many ideas, and I've built a very good network, a strong base of people I feel that are on my side supporting me, whether they're in a different country or other side of the country. Here, that it doesn't matter. With the technology today, as long as we continue having, you know, telephones and internet, you can accomplish anything from anywhere, as long as you have that service. So as long as that's available to us, I plan on taking advantage of that and working towards setting up a means to support myself and help other people. I'm not here to rob you blind. You know, I know there's a lot of people that can't afford, you know, the light workers. You know, the Reconnection is $333. I can't afford to do that. I had that money at one point, and I saved it for a long time, but I wasn't able to get together with Case, because, you know, by the time I found him, one time I had my vision and learned about it and realized he was in the States offering that work, he was already off the coast. He was already on his journey across the country, and, you know, he'll be back, but I don't have the money. you know, life happens and I needed to use that money. And I had the money and I spent it and then I got it back and then I spent it again. Like, I cannot save $300. If I had $300 I could save. If I had $300 saved right now, I don't even know what I would do. Not much, because $300 really doesn't get you very far these days. Well, when you live paycheck to paycheck, like, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I mean. I'm spending so much time and energy working 45 to 50 hours a week. I used to do like 55 to 60 hours. But now I'm not interested in cutting someone's legs out from under them or stabbing them in the back in this cutthroat sales industry. So now I'm suffering because I'm not a grimy individual. You know, I play by the rules and I'm fair and we should all eat. We should all earn a living. But there's a few people that, yeah, they really don't feel that way. And they'll stab you in the back in a heartbeat. And that's like praised, you know? And people don't want to hear you bitch about anything. I lose a lot of business because of that, because I don't want to fight. I don't want to argue. I shouldn't have to. I shouldn't be thrown into confrontation to earn business. You know? I mean, that's really how I feel. And if you think this truck or driving a new car means anything to me, you got something else coming. You don't know me. I'm not attached to any of this. Nothing. Do I enjoy it? Sure. Who wouldn't? Do I really care about it? No. Not at all. What's important is that I am currently struggling and not enjoying what I'm doing as a career. And I have this ability to access these frequencies and really help change people's lives. To really reach out and touch somebody, whether I'm with them or across the world, across the country, doesn't matter. I can connect with you on this energy field, on this 0 point energy field, this ethers. We can connect. That's amazing to me. I just attempted a session with Africa and her friend at the same time. I haven't heard from them yet, so hopefully she calls me soon, because I'm really curious. I'm hoping they're still vibrating and enjoying their experience, you know what I mean? I really hope they're still vibrating and enjoying their experience. That's why I haven't heard from them. I started bringing the frequencies through at 5:18, which was an hour ago. I brought them through till 5, or was it 5:08? I can't remember. I think it was 5:08. Yeah, 5:08. And then at 5:30, couple, I started hooking the camera up, and then I set that up, turned it on, and started driving. But I was still pulling the frequencies through till a little after 6. That's longer than I've done it for anyone yet. So hopefully they're still vibing. This is my passion. And I can do this on my own. I know I have the support mentally. I know I have a network now that I can lean on and talk to when things get rough or when it gets down. You know, whenever, if I get down, if I start getting into a low vibration, I have enough people I can contact now that'll raise me right back up. It's really tough to affect my mood now, but it's still possible, especially to people that know me and know how to push my buttons. Like, I'm really trying to avoid them, really trying to separate them. Oh, there's Africa. Hello.
Hey, Jay.
Hi.
Hey, AJ.
How's it going?
Good. How's it going with you?
Good, man. I'm just sitting here making a video. Sitting here at the gas station. So, tell me, how was it?
Well, I think we got up around 3
307.
Hold on.
I'm sure you were.
Okay, so that would be 607 for me. Okay.
You're probably already done, right?
It's funny, I was literally just saying that on this video. So we started around 5:08, I think it was. And I pulled them through consistently until I think it was like a little after 5:30, and then I started driving and I set up my camera and stuff. But then I just continued pulling them through. Like, I was pulling them through the whole time. My hands were still vibrating as I was doing everything. So I never really stopped, and I did it until about 20 minutes ago. So
yeah,
I was driving for the most of it, which is crazy that you continue to feel that. It's kind of awesome.
Yeah, I know. Because, I mean, we were just laying down on the floor on the yoga mat.
Mm-hmm.
And it was intense, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It was.
That's so awesome. I had full faith that it would work. And I don't know. I don't know why. It was funny because after I talked to you and we talked about, and I said I'd do, you know, I'd do the both of you at the same time, or at least attempt that. Then I had someone else contact me like right after that, and they're like, "Hey, you up to doing like, you know, multiple sessions at the same time?" I was like, "Well, why not? You know, I guess that's what I'm supposed to do now." Like, okay, yeah, why not?
That's cool.
Oh man, I love it. I love it. So, what'd you think, Freddie?
I definitely felt something.
Yeah.
He's new to the whole information.
Yeah, I was gonna say you might need a little time to process that.
Well, he's very analytical, so you'll get a good analysis.
Beautiful. Yeah, you have to give him my email or something, and you know, let me know how your experience went whenever you gather your thoughts, if you don't mind.
AJ, what's it like when Miss Africa and I were holding hands? I was feeling her energy, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to give her positive and try to get her back energy out of her.
Mm-hmm.
When I switched from the positive to the negative, it just said like my body short, just like that. It's like a short circuit just went on.
You know, that's interesting because I was reading, you know, I'm reading this other book by Dr. Eric Pearl when he's talking about his journey of, you know, when he first started accessing these frequencies, he was going over to like other groups, to other people, to other healers, other light workers, and he was showing them what he was doing because it's not the same as, you know, it's like a new energy that really hasn't been around for you know, hundreds of thousands of years, and when he was doing that. Like, one in particular thing I thought of when you told me that was he was like in a group of light workers, and he was doing a session to one person like on a table, massage table, and everyone was like sitting on the floor around him, and the session was strong. Like, he was, you know, doing his normal thing. He was having, you know, the involuntary muscle movement, like the eyelids fluttering, and, you know, the normal responses you do that when you do this in person. And then he said about halfway through the session, all of a sudden he's seen that all that stuff stopped. So all the, you know, all the reactions he was getting from the person he was doing the session with stopped. And when he looked around, all the people around were raising their hands like they were helping. And he thought that was strange because normally, you know, the more the better, the stronger the energy, the more the people that are participating. But that's what killed the energy. Because when he stopped and they stopped doing it, and he went back to just him and the person he's doing the healing with, that all this stuff came back. And then when they tried to tune in again, it drowned out the energies that person was receiving. So I don't know, that's interesting.
Well, I think Freddie was trying to help me.
Yeah. Well, that's, you know, I don't know. That's just what I thought of when you said that. You know, I'm new to this too, man. We're all learning together here.
Yeah, it's just it's a interesting reaction.
Yeah. So yeah, that's interesting. That's very interesting.
But I could definitely feel the energy in my left palm. And he was holding my hand because I don't know, he was just holding my hand. You know, if he could feel what I was feeling.
Yeah.
And I was like, whatever, you know, it's just, you know, he's just holding my hand.
Yeah,
There's
whatever.
nothing bad or wrong about that.
No.
So I felt it super duper strong, like it was like circling in my palm. Did you feel that? You did too? You felt it too. So it was like the energy was like concentrated in the palm of my left hand.
That is so interesting. That's awesome. So I mean, did you both did you get the tingly sensations and all that over both of you, like over your bodies and all that?
Yep.
Okay, that's very interesting. I'm curious that, you know, because that's kind of a different scenario than I was just talking about with you know, with all the other people watching and trying to participate in the healing session, whereas you two were connected and I was connected to both of you. Like, I wonder if that may be magnified because, you know, we each have our own energy fields about us, and when they're all connected, if all three of us were connected at that time, that, I don't know, man, maybe it did magnify, or maybe we did share some energies, or we definitely shared some energies. There's no doubt about that. But, you know, I don't, that's crazy. That's so cool.
Yeah. Are you recording this? Because I forgot to tell.
Yeah, but, you know, I don't have to put it in there. I'm already at 50 minutes of my video here.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll let Freddie put his thoughts into words because he's a little, I don't know.
Yeah.
He's thinking about it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you know, I mean, when you had your session, we had a conversation, then we talked about it again later. Like, yeah, you got to process it.
Exactly. But it's definitely a positive and great experience, and it's just whatever healing is being done is good. It's all good.
Yep. Yep. Whatever is right for you at that time is whatever. That's what's going to happen. I love it.
Exactly.
I love it so much. Cool. Very cool. I'm glad it worked with all of us, with both of you. That's so cool. I knew it would, but I'm just, it's like a confirmation hearing that now. I love it.
Yeah, like, what more do you want?
Yeah, right. See, I get so excited. I just keep rambling on. Rambling. Oh, all right. I gotta go home. It's gonna take me 3 hours to edit this damn video. An hour long and shit. Keeping me on the video. Keeping me talking to y'all all night and stuff. What's the matter with you? Don't you know I got stuff to do? I'm just kidding. I love y'all. Africa and Africa's friend. I'm glad we all came together and met in the field at the same time. 3 people. Okay, well, I'm the third person. I'm the third wheel. So there's 2 people that are in California. It's Africa, like I told you earlier, and her friend. And I just said, you know, they're setting up a session with her friend, and I talked to them and explained, you know, my story, more or less about what I'm working on here. And we set up a session today. You know, that's what I was doing with both of them. And when I talked to Africa after I talked to her friend, I was like, well, if you guys are going to be together, then I'm going to do the session with both of you and see how that works out. You know, I'd be very curious to see. I got to turn this light off. Shoot. I'll be very curious to see how that works out, you know, if that works. And it did. You know, I just got off the phone with them. I don't know if they want me to use the conversation, so I'm going to just say I just got off the phone with them because I forgot to tell them I was recording before we started talking. So, you know, if it was just Africa, I know she's okay with it, but I'm not gonna use that. But it worked. They had an experience. Both of them. You know? in California. That's amazing. And I just rambled on and on and on. And I got so many things going through my mind right now about everything. I'm so excited to start this journey. I've already started the journey. I'm so excited to continue on with this process. You have no idea. Follow your highest excitement to the best of your ability with zero expectations on the outcome. That's how I want to live my life. That's how I deserve to live my life. If you don't think you deserve happiness, you're wrong. We all deserve to be happy. We all have our own paths, our own process, our own journeys, especially when it comes to the spiritual awakening. And everyone's process is different. Okay, how do I say this? This journey, this process of awakening and enlightenment, no two paths are the same. They might be similar, but they're not the same. Everyone's got their own personal experiences they need to work through, and they got their own path, their own journey. But we're all climbing the same mountain. And there's many different paths to get there. Not one of them is the wrong path. As long as you're climbing that mountain, we're all climbing the same mountain. And it's not a race. Doesn't matter who gets there first. And if you get there first, it's your job to guide other people. That's what I feel like. You know, it's, man, that's just awesome. It's just awesome. No matter where you're at in your path, if you're so-called enlightened and you don't help someone that's just waking up, you know, if you don't go out of your way, I mean, I don't mean you have to go like out of your way, but if you can't have a conversation and reach out to an individual that you can feel that's in pain, that you can see is confused, that you know could use your help, then you're not as enlightened as you think you are. I'd love to reach out to so many more people, but I mean, not really, because everyone I know that I've reached out to people I haven't heard back from yet. And maybe that timing's not right, but I made the effort, I reached out, it's there. So when it comes back, then that's the time it's supposed to come back, you know? There's divine timing in everything. Everything. So let's just keep climbing this mountain. Don't worry about your path. Don't compare your path to someone else's path. Doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is you continue on your path. The worst thing you can do is to decide to not make any decisions. If you decide to not make decisions to move you forward or sideways, you know, because you're going to go sideways. You might even go back a little bit. That's how this is set up, man. You're going to go forward. You're going to have fun. You're going to be loving life. You're going to be living at a high vibration. And then a whole bunch of shit's going to happen. And then you're going to be backed up a couple steps. And you're really going to have to work and apply what you just learned to your life. Learn how to transmute those negative energies. How to navigate the darkness, because it's absolutely about dealing with the darkness. If you can't overcome the darkness, you'll never find the light. It's not an easy road, but God, it is fun. It is wild. It is scary. It's rough. It's also exciting. I mean, we're so we're so jacked up on how we talk to each other, how we treat each other, that we have to strip everything down and relearn everything. Relearn how to talk to one another. In your day-to-day conversations, you are creating bondage. You are creating debt when you talk to somebody. If you have to mask your statement, like, you know, it's none of my business, but I'm going to ask you an intrusive question. If you have to say it's none of my business, or or something to that effect, then you have no business asking that question. We talk just to talk, just to hear ourselves talk, or we talk just to reconfirm or reaffirm our belief system. So if you hear something that shatters your belief system, then you have to speak your beliefs so you can hear it being vocalized, so you can reaffirm your faith in your false beliefs. Because if it was a true belief, if it was truth, you wouldn't have to fight to save it. Truth is unalterable. You're not going to lose it. If it's true and you let it go, or you think it's not true, then let it go. If it is true, it'll come back to you. And it'll be confirmed that it's the truth, as long as you're seeking it. If you don't seek the truth, you will never find it. No one's going to hand it to you. This is a rough road, man. But I wouldn't have it any other way. I absolutely love it. Love it. And all these things, all these problems that we have, they're not problems at all. They're lessons. You're learning your lesson. You're living your experience, and you're learning the lesson you're meant to learn from it. And once you learn the lesson, you need to apply it in your life, and then you move forward. If you're stuck in a rut, if you're continuing, if you're staying stagnant, if you're not moving forward, if you're really like not really learning anything new, or nothing's really exciting to you, it's because you missed something. Go back, pay attention, pay very close attention. Pay attention to your thoughts. Your thoughts are key. You got to hold every thought captive. Study it. You have a negative thought, frame that thought in your mind. Where did that thought come from? Where did that originate from? Why are you having that thought? And then once you figure it out, why were you having the thought that caused the thought? You know, this is deep. When I say I'm doing the inside job, I'm doing the inside job. It's a lot of thought, because we're so messed up in the way we treat each other, the way we speak to each other. I mean, most people, you cannot have a conversation where you are just completely honest and speak your mind how you feel exactly, because that's going to hurt their feelings. It shouldn't be that way. That's some good stuff there. That's some gold. That's some fire. That's stupid. I hate people to say that. It's fire. Like losing my voice and stuff. Alright, Africa and Africa's friend. I love you guys. Thank you for participating in this energy session this evening, or this afternoon for you guys. It's only 4 o'clock. It's only 3 o'clock in California. 3:30 or something when I talk to her. I wonder if I was talking to her when it was 3:33. I didn't even notice. It would have been 6:33 here. Yeah, it had to have been. That was only 8 minutes ago. Maybe not. I don't know. Anyways, thank you for reaching out to me. Africa, you were the first subscriber to reach out, and you created the snowball effect. So thank you for letting me share our conversations before. I really appreciate it. I really feel that we are connected. I mean, we are all connected, no doubt about it. Absolutely no doubt about it. But yeah, thank you for your guidance and helping me keep a high vibration, give me positive reinforcements. You know, sometimes you could say one word to somebody, one sentence, one phrase that could completely alter their day and have a great effect on them. Or it could be the other way. Words are weapons, man. If you haven't seen that video of mine, go back and watch it. It gets good at 2 minutes, the 2-minute mark. Start watching it. I mean, the words we say have a profound effect on us, on one another, on the universe. Whatever you say, whatever you do, whatever actions you take have a ripple effect to the universe. To everyone around you, to everyone in the cosmos. It ripples. Everything is energy. If you want to understand the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. You know, Nikola Tesla said that. And he was dead on. There's a vibration attached to everything. There's a frequency attached to everything. Low frequencies, high frequencies, whatever. Some are good, some are bad. Low consciousness is, you know, is fear, guilt, shame. The lowest levels of consciousness you can attain, that you can achieve, are fear, guilt, and shame. And that's what this world is, a fear, guilt, shame, and control matrix. That's what it is. You hold other people in bondage with fear or guilt, really with guilt. I was raised that way. You would be guilted into doing something. And I didn't even realize how bad it was until I escaped it, until I removed myself from that situation. And now I can see how it you know, I don't want to get into that. And I had a lot to say tonight, didn't I? I had a whole lot to say. This is a long video. I hope y'all watch it, man. I got a lot of good stuff in here. I really like it. All right, guys. I love each and every one of you. Before my battery dies, I can't see how much I got left. I love each and every one of you. I love you so much. I love you, and you, and you, and you, and you. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. And let me know. Write me an email. Shoot me an email. My email address is ajtaylor408@gmail.com. ajtaylor408@gmail.com. Write me an email. Let me know where you are. If you're interested in having a session, like a one-on-one session with me, I'd be very excited. If I see if I can plot a course across the country or up and down the coast, I don't care, wherever it goes, whatever gets me out and meet you guys, I would really enjoy that. I'll go all the way down to Florida and come back, go to Maine and come back. I'll go to freaking California, Oregon, Colorado. I don't care. I know if I'm going west, I'm stopping in Indiana to see BoneZee. What's up, BoneZee? Love you, brother. So I think BoneZee is the first wave volunteer, and he's awakened, and his awakening is really it's really going fast now. You know, I think we're all supposed to awaken in 2012, and you know, we only have a certain amount of time to get things together and figure shit out before this shift takes place. And so if you wake up, you know, I woke up less than a year ago, like truly woke up, and everything is just flying, going so fast, you know. Anyways, turn the light on and say bye to y'all. I love y'all. You know, be the change you want to see. It all starts with you. Lead by example. You know, you can oh, I gotta see. If you become the change that you want to see, if you are living in love, living in unconditional love, people around you are going to notice that. They're going to see that, and they're going to wonder how you got there. Why are you so happy? How are you the eye of your own hurricane? How are you calm when chaos is going on around you? Because that's what this world is. It's chaos. And as soon as you get a few steps down an enlightened road, as soon as you get a few steps on the path of enlightenment, something is sent directly at you to knock you on your ass. As soon as I started thinking that, my ears started ringing. So I know I'm on the right track here. As soon as you're on the path of enlightenment, as soon as you start ascending, the road's going to get really bumpy. There's a lot of things you need to work through. Everything they taught you, all the dogmatic, everything. Organized religion's the worst. The worst. It's so difficult to break out of those chains, but you are a slave to it. If you don't think you're a slave, read the Bible on your own. You know what? Nope, I'm not putting that in there. I love all you guys. I keep ranting. I feel like I'm so passionate about what I'm saying and thinking right now that I gotta stop because my battery's about to die. Was that really what I think it was? An hour and 11 minutes. It was an hour and 11 minutes when I just looked. I thought it was. Holy crap. An hour and 11 minutes I've been talking. This is by far the longest video I've ever done. That's why the battery's about to die. I love you guys. I love you so much. Shoot me an email if you're interested in a session. If you're in the States, anywhere in the States, I don't care. Shoot me an email. Let me know where you are. I think I'm going to set it up and work on tips and donations. I might charge a little bit for the service. I'm not sure yet. Work through that. I got a lot of things to read and research and figure out with that. Before I can really comfortably do that. You know, if I do it for free and just take tips and donations, I think it might be a little different. But I don't know. I got to read about that too. So for now, if you want to support the channel, I'm creating a PayPal for the channel. If you want to become a patron, I'm going to set that up also. You know, only got 39 people here, so you know, I really want to get these sessions started. You know, if you want a distance session, contact me. I still got 6 slots available. And we'll set something up, man. Thanks for joining me again. Like, share, subscribe. And if you know anyone that could use a session, whether it be in person or distance, send them my videos or just talk to them, you know? Call me. Email me. We'll figure it out, man. I'll talk to them. Whatever. All right, love you guys. I'm really leaving this time. Okay, bye-bye.